Hi guys, it's Molly. I'm getting ready to cook. This is the second time I tried doing it. Yep. This is what we've got. Eggs, 1 onion, some of these little peppers, some random cheese, and that bacon that we got on sale for $2.99, and some milk. Alright, so I'm going to wash my hands, wash everything. I'm going to get the bacon starting to cook, and then I'll show you how to make an egg bake. Alright. Oh yeah, too, I have, if you cook, sometimes it's nice to put like a towel over your shoulder so you can like wipe your hands a lot. It's really handy. But I have these towels. I'm having to re-wear a sundress. I have these towels that have these things on them, and so I just hook it here and just do this. All right, so I'll be back. All right, so we're gonna get some stuff from the garden too. These are some radishes. They're not quite ready yet, but they're getting there. They just flowered, and I think these are they're like finger something radishes. Look at how cute that bloom is. So they're long, narrow radishes. You can kind of see how the stem turns red there. But I'm going to pick some celery to put in there. We've got some that just got scorched by the sun, so I'm going to cut these, use the stalks. I'm going to pick some of this kale, put some kale in there. And I think I might chop off some of this Swiss chard too. I currently have the basil over here in a timeout because I looked at it and it looked like it had little white things on it. So I rinsed it off and looked. I couldn't tell if it was from the trees or if it was a pest. So it's currently in a timeout right now. I'm gonna use some parsley too. Garden fresh egg bake. Alright guys, so here's what I got from the garden. I got 1 Japanese shiso leaf. I just washed it. So this has sort of a black, like a black licorice flavor to it. So we're gonna add just a little bit of that, just to give it a kind of an extra little oomph. Here's that celery. Here's some pieces of that kale. That there, I have to still wash all this. Some more of that celery. So what I'll do is I'll just chop this little stem pieces up into little pieces. And whatever leaves didn't get scorched, I'll throw those in there too. Remember, celery leaves are edible. I've got chives, garlic chives, some Swiss chard, some basil. I have 2 pieces of butter crunch lettuce I'm just gonna chop up and put in there, and some more Swiss chard. So that's all the stuff from the garden. All right, yummy breakfast today. Okay guys, my dishwasher's on and it's right under here, so it's kind of loud. So if you decide to eat kale, the stem of the kale is kind of tough. So what you want to do is take a knife and just run it right along the stem like this. So you get leaves like this. And then I slice them kind of in ribbons, just kind of like this. So, and then you throw the stem part away, or compost it, or feed it to bunnies, or whatever you choose to do. I'm probably gonna go put this out by my bird feeder, out front. Now I have a bird feeder purposely in the front yard. Yeah, so feed the squirrels in everything in the other side of where your garden is. That's a good tip. Then they don't come looking in your garden. Okay guys, so here's what I've got going on. I have the onions and the peppers sliced. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook them, and I pulled out all the bacon grease and there's still some drippings in there. And I'm gonna caramelize them a little bit in the bacon grease and just give them a quick little cook, and we're gonna add that to the egg bake. But I wanna jazz up the flavor a little bit. It's bacon. Woo! Look at flying tail. Ready. Okay, so I have 6 eggs in the bowl. I'm just gonna whisk them really quick, and then when you cook, if you cook scrambled eggs or if you cook like an egg bake, you want to add some milk. It'll kind of fluff them up a little bit. So just pour a little bit of milk in. And then now is a good time to add seasonings, whatever seasonings you may prefer. So I would say maybe salt and pepper. We're gonna remember I'm putting a bunch of bacon in, and bacon is pretty salty, so I'm not gonna put a lot of bacon in, a lot of salt in. I am putting a lot of bacon in. You can use garlic powder, onion powder, already pre-mixed seasonings, whatever you want. So this is what it looks like right now. And I'm gonna add my seasonings and I'll be back. All right, so I'm just keeping it simple. I'm just adding onion powder, garlic powder. You can see how I'm just doing it. I'm just pouring it in there. And pepper. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of let all the flavors kind of come out for themselves. We've got a lot of fresh garden flavors that we don't want to kill off with too much seasoning. Kind of let the garden speak for itself. All right. I do like a good shake of pepper though. See that? All right. It's time to add the good stuff. I have all the bacon cut up. I'm going to pour that in there. And I'm going to go get the onions. I'll be right back. Okay, I have the onions and I flash cooked all the greens in there. So I'm just going to put all of this in this bowl. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute, you guys. It looks so good. I can't wait. I do have some extra pieces of bacon on the side if my kids want a snack on bacon. So I'm going to be stirring that in. And then I've started the oven. Now this is when you stop using the whisk and you use a spoon because everything will get clogged up in the whisk if you don't. So I set the oven at 350 degrees and here's what it looks like. I'm going to add some cheese next. And, well, I set the oven at 350 degrees. It just beeped, so I know it's ready. I'm going to take a little bit. So what you have to do is somehow grease your baking dish. And I'm just going to use a little square baking dish. I'm just going to put a little bit of the bacon grease in there and use that as grease. Otherwise, you could use butter, cooking spray, oil, anything like that. All right, I'm just going to finish adding the cheese, mix it up, and we're set.